Good play. It was a smart play by Fnatic right there. The play that IG was hoping to set up was essentially the same. They were hoping a 3 or 4-man dive onto the near empty lane, but they didn't have the vision control. Fnatic did. So they made a smart, safe, well-executed play, get first blood, and now a 3,000 gold lead.
And it is so key for Fnatic that they managed to make a play on the Shen lane itself. So there's still an ulti ready for Yellowstar, which is stopping the aggression from IG. We see it here. Kitties and Kid return from lane and quickly realize our tower is gone. We're now caught in the middle and 4 members show up. Nothing they can do once they overextend. Poor call from IG. They get punished. And as I said, Yellowstar still has its ulti ready. Where's Skarner going to go?
One unfortunate thing there for Huni is that he did not get a kill nor an assist in that, despite using his teleport. Obviously, Zatai also burned teleport amongst the chaos, and if anything, I expect IG to maybe try and find their fight around the next dragon.
A few minutes away.
Fnatic has so much vision control.
And sight ward for both Rainover and Yellowstar doing a lot of work. Deep vision thanks to their first blood earlier. And Rainover a little bit tankier, got that giant spell completed. We did see a BF sword picked up for Kid, but Fnatic, cool, calm, and collected, slowly, you know, increasing their lead and increasing their advantage. Oh, gentlemen, Yellowstar, he fancies some
nice.
blood, and he's found Kitties, knocks him into Reckless's hands, and Feathervin will take the second kill.
And this is where things just go downhill. As a support, you have no flash, but you're trying to get vision control back on the map, and then you get caught out. You're dead. Your tower now is taking damage.
And Fnatic wants more out of this. They're trying to just snowball this game out of control. They knew the flash was down on Kitties, so they got the repeat gank. Because they killed Kitties, they also get pink ward control inside the jungle of IG, and are looking to push down that low mid lane turret. If Fnatic can get the kills, 3 outer turrets to 0, as well as a move on the second dragon, it would be huge.
Well, take a look at Huni. He's been caught by the crystal arrow. Here comes Kakao. Get over here, he screams. Stand United used to keep Huni alive. Tower is secured in the mid lane as Reckless gets that killing blow. Defensive heal from Fnatic. They're running away. That onslaught of shadows needed to get Huni away. We do see the Sun Disc thrown down for defense, and Feathervin will be able to get out. That was close, but they got the tower.
Yeah, they got the turret. Huni was trying to make a poke play, and because they'd saved the stand United and Huni had gone for Frozen Heart for a tankier Hecarim, he was able to escape. So much burned by IG there. The Flash and the Skarner ultimate being burned in that engagement, as well as Ash Arrow, really hurts IG's ability to fight back now. 3 turrets to 0 is not something that is often recovered.
I just have to really highlight how valuable this Shen pickup is for Yellowstar as a support against what IG had built. We kept highlighting how much single target CC they had to catch out one guy, and Yellowstar could stop that. And now we see once Kakao gets onto a champion, Yellowstar is there anyway to help, Huni gets out, and more important for Fnatic, all they were waiting for the last 5-6 minutes was just these outer turrets to die. They kept having to push in every single lane. Once the towers went down, now we see them contest all the vision in the jungle, and soon there's no jungle left for Kakao to farm. It's going to belong to Fnatic.
So Fnatic stamping authority in game 1 of groups, that 4,000 gold lead thanks to exquisite lane pressure. 30 seconds to Dragon. Chat, you'd mentioned IG may want to fight around it, but they're quite far down if they want to think about it.
Yeah, they lost their summoner flash on Kakao. Their ultimates will be back around the right time, but they just strictly don't have the vision control. They have lost so much map pressure to how well Fnatic has played these lanes and how timely Fnatic's ganks have been. As soon as IG looks towards this dragon, Fnatic is hoping to get more picks and a larger snowball. Kakao needs some help. Really lucky to be getting that ward down without being punished.
There's just barely any other options though for IG. Then try and go down here and try and catch out a target with Arrow and then Skarner to get that one kill, because otherwise the map is lost.
It's essentially Hawkshot into Ash Arrow, but if they do Ash Arrow, the team has to be able to follow. That's a teleport, that's an arrow.
The arrow does go on Feathervin, is instantly cleansed. Dragon secured. They turn their focus to Kakao. There's the team fight. Onslaught of shadows throws IG's backline. Zatai's forced to retreat. They've traded 1-for-1 thus far, but Reckless takes out Rookie. Now they're looking for Cocoon. He's Cocoon. Cocoon is down. Rainover gets another one. It's a 3-for-1 plus Dragon.
We talked about it here for IG. They were running out of options. This was never going to be the best one, but they had to do something. We see it right here. You try and catch Feathervin. He has a cleanse. spell shield on the Sivir. It is impossible for Kid to find the right target, and Fnatic, they take another fight.
And what's most impressive about Fnatic's 6,000 gold lead here at 19 minutes is the fact that they didn't have to take large risks in order to acquire this. They have just been playing the lane swap game extremely cleanly. They are ganking with vision control, and they are forcing IG into unfavorable, low percentage plays. We were wondering if Fnatic would have to adopt a higher risk playstyle against these better teams at Worlds. So far, no, they're just playing amazing.
And notice here, Fibin with the cleanse, doesn't care about the arrow, and now IG's composition, there's no real front line. Kakao is too squishy, Zitai and Kiddies are trying to be that front line for Rookie and Kid, but they die too fast and have to back out.
Specifically, IG built themselves a pick composition that relies on teleport plays. The pick didn't work because they were 5-man brawling into a fight that Fnatic has set up with a zone control mage in Azir. That was almost never going to be a one fight for IG because the setup was not even close to where it needed to be.
And we're not even at the point yet where Fnatic can get a QSS. And simply say also Skarner ulti, we don't even care about that on our carries, because right now for Fnatic, they can split up in 1-3-1 setups. You normally don't want to do that against an Ashe because she can just arrow out of vision, catch one guy, and then break this split push. But because again, you have the Sivir, you have the Shen ulti, you have cleanse on Fibin, nothing really hurts them from what Ashe can do to engage. And that is the main engage from IG, other than a flash ulti from Kakao.
As we've crested the 20-minute mark, Fnatic are quite infamous for their 20 to 25-minute Baron secures. There's already a pink ward in the pit. And we've talked about the 1-3-1, another option for Fnatic, play the Baron bait game. If any region knows how to dance around that objective, it's going to be Europe. And look, they're calling IG, saying we dare you to check.
And Fnatic really is far ahead. Fnatic was praised for their ability to come back in some games. The largest Fnatic was down at 20 minutes this year in which they were able to achieve victory was 4,700 gold. They have a larger lead than that over IG right now. So the chance of comeback from IG is actually very low. And either Fnatic would have to make some pretty large mistakes from here on out, or IG would just have to play otherworldly.
Small window with no cleanse on Fibin, but should be ready in just a few seconds, and then that engage option is down. Kakao has flash ready. IG needs to just pick off one target when the fight starts, and you need this Riven to be able to get into the back line and take care of Reckless or Fibin, but there's been no chance for Zitai to have an impact.
Yeah, I mean, part of this goes back to champion select, and another part goes back to the way the lane swap was played out. Kakao is not a jungler who can apply the early jungle pressure to get Riven and Edge. Hecarim then stacked armor, and it's been a beautiful counter pick from there. But now Fnatic, they're going for Baron.
They are indeed. The arrow's coming out. It's connected onto Reignover. It is in fact Febvin that secures Nash. And Victor's going to peel away. That got close. And we did see the teleport come in as well.
Really strange interaction happened right there. Febvin actually put his Azir ultimate up against the Baron wall, and Kakao tried to flash over to steal the Baron, but specifically because the way the soldiers work, unless your entire model is over top of the Azir ultimate, he will get bounced back. So Kakao flashed in, immediately got pushed back, and could not smite it.
Now, we have seen IG fall behind basically from the start of the game. And that is something as a team we have seen multiple times before in the LPL. They have been so inconsistent. We just see it here again. Kakao not flashing all the way over. The way Azir
What's terrifying is he actually got his smite off.
It was close.
He did 700 damage.
Close.
It's just Baron was at 1,000 when his smite did 700.
But Azir wall is not like a normal wall here on the map where you can flash almost over it and you will move to the other side. If you don't flash fully over it, you will always get bounced back. But as we just mentioned before here, IG as a team has been so inconsistent in the LPL, and they've managed to bounce back then in the next game and look fantastic. For them now, they need to figure out what can they do here, but they're so far down at 22 minutes, it should be nearly impossible for this team to come back.
Gentlemen, we saw Yellowstar shoving out that bottom wave. It's a third item QSS for Febvin. Another tower falls, and for the European team on home soil, when European squads have more than 4,000 gold lead at 20 minutes, they are 42-0. And it's an exceptional stat. When you've generated an exceptional lead, another tower is going to crumble under the might of Fnatic.
And this is precisely what Fnatic is getting out of this Baron. They're getting the second-tier turrets in almost every wave. The gold difference from before they take this Baron to when the Baron goes out is going to be massive.
And when you can see the support pushing
Yellowstar is a pusher now.
And Stand United,
he just wants to be part of this. He just wants to be important as well.
He's getting the wave going. Hootie's coming in on the backside. These are indefensible outer turrets for IG.
Yeah, and of course the right call from Fnatic. No teleport for Huni, so you needed someone else to take in the wave with you. It is going to be Yellowstar. No ban of command yet, slacking a little bit on that one. If it comes in later, then there's nothing IG can do to wave clear as well.
The question marks around which IG would show up are coming to light, and the question marks about just how good are Fnatic on the international? How good are they after their boot camp? They're showing pretty good.
It's one game, but this game isn't even close.
Yeah.
Like, Fnatic is absolutely demolishing IG right here. We obviously can't make any conclusions off the first game at Worlds when it's going to be a month-long tournament.
Wait, Fnatic didn't win Worlds yet?
Yeah, it's over. Congratulations. Even so, this early game, this mid game, the way Fnatic is playing, well controlled with so much pressure in front of the home crowd, is all very good.
I think we really can just praise Fnatic for the pick and ban phase. It looked a little bit worrisome on the blue side here. They didn't really have anything where we felt they could see any of the soul lanes from IG, but just the fact they have this Sivir pick into the Ashe that completely nullifies what Kid can do with his arrow and just push him in early. They Hecarim, the melee matchup who can go Frozen Heart as well, and then Shen's support against a team that relies so much on what their top laner can do 1v1. It's just a very smart pick and ban phase for Fnatic, and they're getting rewarded for it.
One thing we did discuss about top lane being a more influential role, and the patch in general, was that it was going to be a little bit more swingy, more snowbally, because a lot of this game is about gaining a quick advantage and then trying to win within 20 minutes. In this case, Fnatic has accumulated an 11,000 gold lead only 25 minutes in, but that's in part because some of those matchups were so swingy. And instead of having, for IG's sake, a top lane tank to fall back on and create some stronger team fights, they've fallen behind on Riven, which is one of the most devastating things to have happen.
And you're falling behind on an Ashe. Your damage is not anything to write home about, and if you cannot pick off targets, your value really goes down. She's a fantastic snowball pick. Don't like her that much once she starts falling behind. But really for IG, in this situation, and what we're probably going to see for the rest of Worlds, is that the current meta is very snowball focused. You can very quickly get an advantage where you take over one side of the map and you can keep forcing plays on that side, and we're going to get these leads here. Think back to Season 4 Worlds with Samson White, how dominant they were when it came to vision control and simply forcing you out of your own jungle. That style has been now taken by most of the top teams, and they're trying to perfect it, and we're going to see more of that at Worlds itself.
You can see that massive gold difference between the respective players. It is over 10,000 gold now. Another QSS was picked up on the side of Fnatic, and Baron has worn out. So Fnatic have successfully taken all outer turrets, 26 minutes into the game, and now they've shown strong early, strong mid. Fnatic need to demonstrate that they can have a strong closing to the game. All summoners are up, all ultimates are up. The jungle belongs to Fnatic. This is what we talked about earlier with the leader Fnatic have built up.
Yep.
Do they just play it safe and go for another Baron or maybe Aspect before looking to finish?
I say Fnatic is definitely going to be playing this one pretty safe. That's why they've had the luxury of building 2 QSSs, because the last thing they want is to have a priority target pulled into an inhibitor or a Nexus turret and get quickly executed. With Baron coming up in about 90 seconds and Fnatic having complete control of the map, that's obviously the next thing they're going to take. Fourth Dragon would not be far behind that, but I expect Fnatic to at least try and make a play with the Baron buff, and if they get even the slightest bit dissuaded, I think they'd be going for Aspect, because the overall timer on that is still pretty early in the game, and Fnatic wants to keep their options open.
Just take the Baron buff, go for your 1-3-1 setup again, where you have Huni sitting in one lane, let Reckless fast push another one, and then join Febiven. And you can either dive if you want to, you are strong enough, you're far enough ahead, or you can just wait for these Baron buff minions to do the work. The wave clear on the side of IG, it's mainly gonna be on Rookie, but AP champions, they hate the Baron buff because the minions no longer will just get one shot by your E if you are the victor, and they will buy time for Fnatic to just slowly but surely poke down the towers. If an engage happens, as you mentioned, Jad, double QSS is in here, Shen ulti is gonna be there, face of the mountain. There's so many ways for Fnatic to make sure a single target will not die.
Yeah, right now Fnatic is kind of hoping in the back of their heads that IG is going to try and contest this Baron, because it would be very nice if they could pick off multiple people in IG and then just end the game instead of waiting for these Barons. But with the 12,000 gold lead, it is within Fnatic's right to just smatter this jungle with wards.
Using those sweeping lenses to clear out any vision from IG. You can see Invictus have grouped up near the north quadrant. As they clear out the wave in mid. But look at Fnatic's positioning. They are tightly knit. We could be set up for a fight. That's a Sand Soldier. He's been sent forward.
Huni's coming from the
exploratory.
flank.
Yeah, Huni is in potential flank position. IG is actually pretty far away.
Look at
from the base, and
Yellowstar.
They do not have wards on the side. Multiple flanks. They're just bailing out of here, though.
Gonna make it out. Kakao looking for more. Isn't gonna have access to that Spire just yet. Yellowstar and Reignover backs away. Gonna use the dash to dodge the death sentence. Everybody's postured very aggressively. Crystal Spire secured for Kakao Skarner. Where is Huni? Mid lane. Let's see if we can find a flanking opportunity.
No home guards from either top lane, so we're not going to see that insane flank coming in from Huni or Zitai, but both teams, they know this next fight will be the fight deciding the game. If IG can manage to win it, they will be able to stall the game. If Fnatic takes it, they should be able to push and open up the base completely. They're starting the Baron. No reason to risk Kakao flashing in and stealing it. Fibber needs to be on point with his ulti if they want to go for
somewhat
this.
of a dangerous bear start, but here's the teleport from Huni. He has flank.
He's found Zitai. The onslaught slows it down. Reckless is over the wall. He's looking for kitties. That's a defensive flash. Emperor's Divide will not pin Kakao to the wall. It's a battle on 3 fronts, and it's a battle that Fnatic is winning. That's a triple kill for Reckless. There's 2 more targets in his sight. He's looking for more. Here's the tower dive. Huni is chasing Kid down. A flash away. The ricochet. It's bouncing. It's spinning. Reckless, can he get more? Boomerang's not there. Huni and Reckless are inside the base of IG.
Fnatic chase so far, and the minion wave is there. That's an inhibitor down, but they're playing the long game. They get the inhibitor and the one fight.
Everything counts for Fnatic. They get the kills. They get a Zhonya's as well from February. Showing off a little bit. Can go back. That's a surrender from IG. They know the game was over.
Invictus Gaming surrender, and the hometown heroes strike first blood at the 2015 World Championships.
Fnatic had a goal lead since 2 minutes into the game. They had a better lane swap. IG were very greedy with the way they moved Zitai around. He got denied. And this conversation from Fnatic had all the answers versus the pick comp from IG.
Yeah, and this is a statement game for Fnatic. They made it to 5 games against SK Telecom and MSI. They went undefeated in the regular season, but then they dropped 2 games to Origin in their finals. And a lot of people are wondering how they would be able to stand up to these expectations. Well, early read on it is very, very well.
We started the spring split looking at Europe and saying,